Good evening guys, John Sampson, Fish House 360. It was easy install, that baby ain't going anywhere.
And I'm going to put these babies to the test.
True flush mount fashion.
Came up with a really slick design.
And to everybody out there that's a vet tonight, thank you for your service.
And get back to fishing. Good evening and welcome back to another episode of Fish House 360 Productions. I'm John Sampson, your host, and tonight the topic is going to be what's in your kit. Whether you're at a local state park or you're 25 miles out on Lake of the Woods, there are just critical items to take along with you to make sure that your camping or fishing trip can go uninterrupted. So after over 5 years of Ice Castle ownership, I've compiled that list of what I consider to be those critical necessities to bring along. So I'm going to cover those tonight for you. I accept and understand that everybody's list is going to vary just a little bit differently based on the model, the brand, the size, a crank house versus a hydraulic house, etc. This box or kit is going to include different items to cater to what your individual fish house might look like. So let's go over a few of these items. For tonight's video, I've laid out my kit for you, organized by application. So in this corner, I've got my generator supplies. I've got a battery charging kit in case the battery were to go dead on my truck and the jumper pack that I take with me were to also die. I also have oil change accessories that I might need to do an on-ice oil change. I run the Berg extended run systems on my Honda generators, but I still bring the factory caps for those generators along just in case something goes haywire with that extended run system and I can run my generators as a standalone unit. I always bring rubber gloves because whether it's cleaning up a mess or dealing with fuel or something like that, I always want to make sure I've got my gloves with me. Got extra oil for those generators for the oil changes like I mentioned. I also bring fuses in every variety of any fuse that I might have on the Ice Castle here. So I've got these fuses in a few different levels of amperages and those right along with me. I've got hitch pins with their associated clips to secure those. I have a crank house, so these would be for my cable winches for my swing arms. I also have that extra pin for the hitch itself. I did a video prior on the kit of parts that I bought from Icy Nuts, and that just has a variety of keeper clips and saddle clamps and basically anything that could break on a winch that isn't the winch body or the cable itself I've got here and I take along with me, and that was a really nice kit that I got from Icy Nuts. I also take a spring clip tool with me. I got that, it's a Mac Tools, very compact little pliers there so that I can change out or put on new spring clips should I need. You can never have enough zip ties and you can never have enough duct tape. These are two very important things to have in your kit because let's face it, if you can't fix it with zip ties or duct tape, you probably didn't need to fix it anyways. I bring along a couple of extra spark plugs. I've just got one example of batteries, but anything that I use for fishing or camping that takes a battery, I've got extra batteries of those in my kit. I also have a variety of furnace parts over in this corner. I bought online a sail switch, an igniter, and a high limit switch. And I would be prepared to replace those parts to the best of my ability on the ice. Certainly there could be a circumstance where I can't replace it or repair it and I've just got to go home or terminate my trip. But I've got what appear to be some pretty common parts that go wrong and people could replace on the ice and not have too bad of a trip interruption. I upgraded to a Lux thermostat sometime back. I keep my factory Suburban thermostat because if it means staying on the ice or going home, that factory thermostat is going to keep me on the ice. Just like duct tape and zip ties, I always go along with some extra super glue and JB Weld. So if I can't JB Weld it or super glue it, I probably couldn't fix it anyways. And then you never know when you might need a little silicone lube, so I bring a can of silicone lubricant along with me. As I stated before, my kit isn't inclusive of every little thing that I might ever possibly need to fix any little thing on my Ice Castle. And I've reviewed lists that people have sent me or that I've compared with friends, and my list is longer than some, shorter than some, but having a list is better than not having a list, and having a stack of supplies is certainly better than not having a stack of supplies. So I'd be very curious to see, maybe put in the comments below, what I might be missing compared to what's in your box or what's in your kit or what's on your list. And I think having this dynamic conversation is very important to discuss what are those must-have items on the ice or out camping to keep us on the ice, to keep us fishing, as people spend longer amounts of time out on the ice. Some guys are going out for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and having an assortment of supplies like this can help keep that trip going and not be a major interruption or a major hassle, maybe a simple inconvenience. So comment below, let me know what you have in your kit, and let's get a list going, because I think that is how we can help each other. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you soon.